just quickly, the tools needed for this job is a ratchet, okay, a size 14 Allen key, a size 10 socket. I use a tube socket, it's easier. 14 spanners, okay, and a 12 spanner, and of course a 22 spanner to turn the pulley of the engine. So I have a Toyota Fortuner 4x4. It's a 3-liter D4D. I'm going to be replacing the cam belt and the cam belt tensioner on this vehicle. So the first thing I would do is this cover needs to be removed. There are 6 8 more with 10 heads bolts. That's what it looks like. We have to remove 6 of them. I'll get back to you once I have that removed. To remove the fan, okay, which is held on by 4 bolts on the flange, size 12 heads. They also 8 more. Okay, so get the fan out of the way, and take off the serpentine belt as well, you know, and you just get all those things out of the way. So I'm using a 2-spanner system over here, okay, to activate the tensioner on the serpentine belt. Basically we just need to pull it to get the tension off. We need to go clockwise, okay, like you're tightening the nut. You can see the tensioner gives. We can get the serpentine belt out of the way for now, okay. So I've this on the serpentine belt there, okay. Just note the routing, how the belt routes. I normally take a photo so that I don't forget. And then of course I have loosened off the fans pulley. Okay, that's what they look like. Size 12 heads, there's 4 of them. Right, with the 4 bolts loose, we just simply wiggle this fan. Okay, we wiggle that fan and out she comes. So now we can take that belt completely out, okay. And we have, you know, our hands will basically be able to fit in here now to get the rest of the cover off. So it will just be easier to work around the timing cover. Okay, I've got 1 more bolt to loosen down at the bottom, and you see how easy that is to get these to get to these parts now. Take that cover out of the way, and that will basically reveal our you know, our belt, our tensioner pulley there, and okay, we also have the dampener which we're going to be replacing. Okay, so before we go any further, there are marks here that we need to line up on the front pulley. Okay, we have a slot over there, if you can see it, and then up here we have like an arrow. Okay, so that slot has to face opposite that arrow, and there should be markings on the diesel pump as well. I'll go and take you and show you that. So I'm using a mirror to depict where these marks are, the timing marks are. There is a groove on the diesel pump pulley, and there is an arrow marking, okay, on the engine, and that groove and the arrow must line, okay, must line up. So I hope you can see that. It's pretty clear. Alright, once you got those marks lined up, we can take off the old belt tensioner and put the new parts in. The damper basically keeps pressure, okay, on the tensioner, okay, so that you have the right tension on the belt. You're also going to need 10 Allen key, which also loosens up the pivot bolt. It loosens up the pivot bolt for the tensioner. Okay, I'm going to be taking the dampener bolts out first. Okay, so you can see the dampener has now shifted. So now I'll go for the second one. So that's the dampener, okay, which keeps constant pressure on the tensioner. Okay, see the tensioner basically swivels, it pivots. What you do is you need to take the pivot bolt out, but you can slide the belt off now. In the meanwhile, try not to turn the pulleys. So let's just get this bolt out. So when we assemble it, we will basically assemble it in reverse order. Watch that washer. You see that washer there at the back? Don't forget to put that washer back. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I have two kits. I have the Bosch timing belt kit, and I have a service kit, you know, for a normal service. In this kit you basically get the oil filter, the diesel filter, and the air filter. Okay, it's made by GUD, which is a top brand in South Africa. I only use these filters. If I can't get these filters, then I'll go with alternatives, but this is my top brand. Just to show you what you get in the box over there, it's packaged in this way. You know, you get your filter all sealed in a packet, okay, for quality purposes. And then of course you get your diesel filter, you know, with the rubber O-rings that you need, and then of course a brand new air filter. Alright, that's what you get in the service kit. And but our attention is going to be focused more on the cam belt kit, which we have here. Okay, it's Bosch, made by Bosch, also a trusted brand worldwide. Okay, in the kit we will get a brand new belt. Okay, we will get a brand new tensioner, and of course, you know, when you open up the box a little further, you have your dampener. Okay, with a stopper. You know, it looks like a hand grenade pin. Don't worry, nothing will blow up when you pull that pin. But don't pull it now. Pull it when the dampener and the tensioner and the belt is all in place. Okay, so how we assemble this? Okay, we first put on the tensioner. Okay, we put the belt in. We make sure that all our marks are lined up 100%. Okay, we put the dampener in. Once everything's lined up, we pull the pin, and you know, this pin will push out, and it will push out against that tensioner, and then obviously the tensioner will pivot. You know, the tensioner will pivot to adjust the proper tension on the belt. So let's go and put these components on first, and you know, we'll see how that works. Okay, so firstly the tensioner. Remember the washer that came behind the tensioner. Put it in place. Put the special bolt, the hold down bolt for the tensioner. Okay, so we'll put the tensioner in first. Turn the bolt in by hand. You know, if you know you're getting some good thread, and then you can put a spanner to it as usual. You know, we don't put spanners to anything until we are sure that they are threaded properly. So we'll tighten up our tensioner. We can tighten this bolt actually, because you know, it is a special bolt. It's specially spaced, so that when you tighten it up, the tensioner still has the swivel action here. Okay, tensioner will have that swivel action. Okay, so we can go ahead and just thoroughly tighten that bolt with our size 10 Allen key. I use an Allen key socket with a ratchet, which gives me pretty good leverage. So now, before we put the dampener on in place, we'll put the belt in place first. What you try and do when you put the belt on, try and keep the tension up so that there's no play on the side. Okay, because the adjusting side is basically here. Alright. So now we make sure that all those teeth are nicely, you know, that the teeth are nicely meshed. Okay, and that our marks are lining up like it should. And now we can go ahead with damper on. Okay, so make sure you got the dampeners bolts tightened up nicely. Okay, look, they're only 6mm bolts, so don't over tighten them. Okay, we still have the pin in, so the dampener hasn't been activated yet, as you can see. Okay, the tensioner, you know, when the dampener gets released, then it will take up that play over there. You'll see now. But now I first want to show you that we got to make sure that all our timing marks are still in place. Okay, so I'm putting my mirror back down there so that we can go and see if our timing marks are still in place. Alright, so let's take the camera down there. Look in the mirror. Okay, so I've got the mirror in place there. You can see our marks are still lined up. Okay, and I've taken the play, you know, these I've taken up all the play on that side of the belt. So all that we need to do now is we need to pull the pin out of the dampener. I'll take a firm grip on the pin and I'll pull the pin out, and you can see what happened with the damper there. Okay, the damper pulled out and it pushed the pulley and to give us the proper tension on our belt. Okay, so what we do now is, just to make sure that everything is in order, we turn it a full 2 360-degree turns to make sure that our marks come back to line up again. Okay, and turn clockwise always. So I'll get back to you once I've got it turned. Okay, so we're turning and we're coming back up to the marks lining up there. And now let's go and check if the diesel pump marks line up. And there you can see they line up spectacularly. Okay, so your engine is timed. I could even go as far now as to give it a start, get it to run without the belt, without the serpentine belt, and without the cover on, just for a sec. Okay, just to make sure that the engine's running properly. And as you can see, our engine is running perfectly, okay, with a new cam belt, new tensioner, and a new damper. So now we just have to assemble everything, you know, put the covers back on and all that. Just a quick tip, this bolt here, this pulley here, okay, never turn it anti-clockwise while the belt is on, okay, because what will happen is the tensioner will basically take the tension off the belt and you might slip a tooth on the gear. Alright, always when you need to turn the engine, turn it on the bottom pulley with a size 22 spinner, okay, like I've done. Okay, then you can turn clockwise only. Well, I would always suggest turn clockwise if you have to turn the motor by hand. Okay, so that is the procedure for fitting cam belt, tensioner, and damper on the Toyota Fortuner 3-liter D4D. So with all the covers back, the job is finally done. Okay, new cam belt, tensioner, damper, and then